Huh? Kaoko? What are you doing here? I bumped into a familiar face and froze in shock. Somehow, I felt like these two would get along, and I started feeling happy even in this situation. It's totally Christmas out here. Yeah, everyone looks so giddy. It's annoying. Hey, watch your language. But hey, this eve might not be so bad if you're sticking with me all night. Of course, but we have work tomorrow, so let's take it easy on the drinks. December 24th. I'm Tomoki Kase, heading out on Christmas Eve with my best friend. My best friend looks annoyed at the festive mood, but deep down, he seems kinda happy. To us working adults, Eve is just another weekday night. Right? The bank doesn't close just for Christmas. I work at Lovekoi Bank, and this is my colleague and best friend Atsushi Masukawa. We have work today and tomorrow, but we're going out for a drink anyway. But isn't this a special day for you? Are you really okay spending it with me? That's my line. Couples go crazy tonight, yet you're with me instead of your girlfriend? Smirking. That's Atsushi Masukawa, or Akkun. We've been together since high school, so we're close. Don't make that creepy face. People are already staring at us. You still care about that? Everyone just looks that way because it's Eve. It's a buff. We joked that it was probably more of a debuff as we walked. Huh? Kaoko? What are you doing here? I bumped into a familiar face and froze in shock. She's my girlfriend, 1 year younger, Kaoko Usoyama. Being with a man on Eve, the meaning was clear, and she turned pale.
No, he's just a colleague from work.
Do women these days lock arms with just colleagues?
Huh?
Her eyes were darting around. It was obvious she was looking for an excuse. Furthermore,
Kaoko, are you telling me you weren't single?
as if she's my best friend's girlfriend. The audacity. Judging by your reaction, you didn't know.
No. Actually, I just transferred to her company last month. She confessed to me. I refused once, but she was persistent, so we just started dating.
Naturally, this was a bolt from the blue for me, her boyfriend. We met a year ago when I went to see a movie alone and happened to sit near her.
I'm sorry, I can't stop.
She was weeping at the movie, desperately trying to stifle her sobs so as not to bother me. I found that incredibly endearing. After the movie, I naturally struck up a conversation. That's how it started. I never imagined a girl like that would cheat on me.
I am so sorry. I had no idea she was seeing someone.
The man bowed his head, looking genuinely apologetic. He was polite and even gave me his card. His name was Kyosuke Fuyuno, and it seems he really works at the same company as Kaoko. A business card? Huh. Is he saying, please sue me for alimony? Akkun, don't say that. He doesn't look like he's lying. Kaoko, you were the one who said you were spending Eve with friends, right? He says you approached him and you're dating. What does that mean?
No, I was just confused. Since it's Christmas, I thought maybe...
Her excuse made no sense. Because it's Christmas? What does that even mean? Not just me, but even her affair partner looked totally turned off. I get it. You got carried away by Christmas and cheated. In that case, I have nothing left to say. Besides, I have important plans today with Akkun. Let's go.
Oh, wait a minute! Tomoki!
I heard Kaoko trying to stop me, but I didn't look back. It was the first time since we met that I'd been so cold to her. Are you sure? You could settle things properly right now. No, judging by her state, a proper discussion would take too long. I'll contact her later. To repeat myself, Kaoko was the one who suggested seeing friends today. But even if she hadn't said that, I planned to have our Christmas date on the 25th anyway. Because... Come on, it's your birthday. It's cold, and I'm hungry. Let's get to the shop. Sheesh, that could have waited. That's right, today is Christmas Eve, but it's also Atsushi Masakawa's 27th birthday. Grateful that my best friend chose to spend his day drinking with me, I switched gears and headed to the shop with Akkun. We arrived at a stylish cafe bar. It's my first time here, but Akkun has been a few times. It's stylish. I can't believe you know a place like this. As expected of Akkun. Well, yeah. Since you said you'd drink with me on my birthday, I looked for a place. I heard Akkun was raised by a single father until junior high. Living as two men, they apparently always combined Christmas and his birthday celebrations. He had girlfriends in high school, but apparently it was the same back then too. I'm not that interested in Christmas. Your birthday is much more important to me. I'd rather celebrate the birth of my best friend, who has always been with me, than the birth of Jesus, who I've never met. I told him that a week ago. He looked embarrassed, frowning, but clearly happy. I didn't expect him to offer to find the shop himself, but maybe that shows how happy he was. Just as I was thinking how nice that was.
So, it's your birthday. Congratulations.
Why are you here? Surprisingly, Kyosuke, who had chased after us in a panic, was sitting at a nearby seat. Kaoko wasn't with him. Apparently, he got disgusted and pushed her away.
I followed you because I wanted to apologize to you, Tomoki.
Is he polite or just brazen? I can't tell. You don't need to apologize. You didn't look like you were lying. You gave me your card, bowed your head, and even chased us here to apologize. Seeing how many times you've apologized since getting here, I believe you really didn't know Kaoko had a boyfriend.
Thank goodness. I thought you wouldn't believe me.
Oh, you get it, don't you? Just so you know, I'm still keeping an eye on you. Jeez, and here Tomoki was supposed to be celebrating my birthday. Akkun started muttering under his breath and drinking. Don't sulk like that, Akkun. I ain't sulkin'. Besides, he chased us down even though he thought we wouldn't believe him. He could have just gone home. Doesn't that make him a sincere, good person? I'm sure he was charming enough that Kaoko wanted to cheat.
Tomoki.
I don't like speculating, but that must be it. He's gentle, sincere, and has a soft vibe. A real handsome guy. Well, if I were a woman dating Tomoki, I wouldn't think of cheating with this guy. He probably said that because we've known each other so long. I swallowed the words I was about to say, happy with Akkun's clumsy kindness.
I see. So, Tomoki dedicated this special Eve night to celebrate his best friend Akkun's birthday. I'm moved.
Hey, don't call me Akkun.
But that's the only name I've heard Tomoki call you.
Kuh, it's Masukawa. Call me Masukawa.
I'll celebrate too, Akkun.
Listen when I talk to you. Somehow, I felt like these two would get along, and I started feeling happy even in this situation. What's wrong? What should I do about the restaurant reservation for tomorrow? I remembered I had booked a pretty nice restaurant since she was looking forward to Christmas.
Oh, if that's the case, please let me introduce you to someone nice.
And so, the next day, I arrived at the restaurant I had reserved as planned. By the way, I got a crying call from Kaoko again after I got home yesterday. I'm sorry, I can't forgive cheating. Let's break up. I told her that clearly and welcomed today.
Nice to meet you. Thank you for inviting me today.
Nice to meet you. She's beautiful. A stunningly beautiful woman with a modest smile. She's the woman who was introduced to me. Her name is Shiho. Hey, introduce? What kind of woman are you planning to introduce?
Huh? Why are you asking, Akkun? I'm introducing her to Tomoki. So, Tomoki, I'll confirm with her right now. Can I get your contact info?
And just like that, Kyosuke went home in high spirits yesterday. Hey, Tomoki, if she's suspicious, make sure you refuse. Akkun was worried as usual, but I got a message from Kyosuke later and accepted it since it was a good opportunity. I didn't expect such a beauty to show up. Thank you for agreeing to come despite the sudden notice.
No problem. I didn't have any plans and I heard the story.
Even the way she bowed was beautiful. I almost found myself staring.
Besides, I don't have a boyfriend to spend Christmas with anyway.
Just as I thought she was mature and beautiful, she puffed out her cheeks slightly. I didn't sense any artifice, probably because her movements were so modest. Cute, too cute. I might have been introduced to someone incredible. Sorry, I didn't mean it like that.
I know. You're very honest. Just like Kyosuke said. I think that's wonderful.
Beauty, cuteness, and innocence all mixed together. That was my first impression of her.
Actually, I work as a CPA. When I was studying for the exams, I was desperate. The man I was dating at the time told me, not getting excited for Christmas shows you have zero femininity.
A certified public accountant is a professional in accounting. The pass rate is around 10%, making it a difficult exam. To say that to someone working so hard, what a terrible man.
It was your best friend's birthday yesterday, right? I heard you planned to spend Eve together.
Yes, to me, celebrating an important person's birthday is higher priority than Christmas.
I understand. I don't really like the pressure that you must be with a lover on Christmas.
Terms like lonely Christmas aren't good either. Being alone on Christmas depends on how you spend it. The awkwardness lasted only a split second. Before we knew it, we were talking about everything. Work, hobbies, we never ran out of things to say, and the fun time flew by. Meanwhile, in the city where light snow was falling. Ugh.
Oh,
Akkun, bundled up against the cold, ran into Kyosuke.
we're meeting every day. It must be fate.
I didn't ask for this. Atsushi, with his prickly attitude, and Kyosuke with his soft smile. Is it just me, or are sparks flying?
Are you alone in a place like this?
If you hadn't introduced that woman to Tomoki, I'd be with him right now. Is that so bad? Besides, you're alone too.
I have an errand. I'm planning to go pick up Tomoki and the others.
Huh? Why would you?
Why, you ask? The person I introduced is my sister.
Huh? Yes, I forgot to mention. Shiho's full name is Shiho Fuyuno. She's Kyosuke's older sister. Why you? Why did you casually introduce your own sister?
Was that bad? Tomoki is a really good guy, so I thought I wanted to introduce my sister to him. Besides, if things work out between them, I'll be Tomoki's brother-in-law.
I knew that was your aim. Kyosuke was fascinated by me despite us just meeting, according to Akkun. That's why he was wary.
Haha, if you're so frustrated, you should introduce someone close to you too. Though, I doubt anyone can beat my sister easily.
Darn you. Don't forget, you hurt Tomoki. With that, the two walked noisily together, getting along, or maybe not. They seemed to be heading the same way. Don't follow me.
You're the one following me, Akkun.
Just as Akkun sighed, realizing this guy had stopped using polite language.
Kyosuke?
Akkun held his head in his hands at the appearance of yet another unwanted person.
Everything was delicious. I'm sorry you even treated me.
Not at all. You really helped me out just by coming, so please don't worry about it. Besides, I had a really fun time. Leaving the shop, the temperature difference made me shiver, but my heart was warm. My heart filled with the time spent with Shiho. I was just happy to have met her.
Thank you, but please let me say this again. I'm really sorry for the trouble my brother caused. He said he was saved by your kindness. But that's exactly why he feels guilty. He regrets what he did, even though he didn't know.
Shiho apologized many times during the meal. Her feelings have already been conveyed enough. Thinking the Christmas street noise was unusually loud, I answered. I understand Kyosuke's regret and your feelings perfectly, so this time... Hey, you're loud. What are you two doing there? You're being a nuisance.
Oh, Tomoki, sis.
You finally came out, Tomoki. Let's go home. This guy is so annoying. The ones grappling and arguing were Akkun and Kyosuke. The noise was their fault. I hurriedly separated them and asked what was going on. This happened while we were still enjoying our meal, about 10 minutes ago.
Kyosuke, why are you here?
They ran into Kaoko. She was standing in front of the shop we were in.
Just here to pick up my sister. Well, not just her. More importantly, why are you here?
Well, I was waiting for someone.
It's useless to play dumb. Someone? That's Tomoki, isn't it?
Huh?
You were supposed to have a Christmas date with Tomoki here today, right? You cheated and got dumped, so why are you here?
He wasn't at home, so I thought he might be here.
Home, huh? Well, I figured.
Huh? You knew?
Kaoko looked confused by his meaningful tone, but Akkun didn't care and kept talking. Besides, I'm not asking about that. I'm asking why you're trying to get near Tomoki after you cheated on him.
That's none of your business. Don't interfere with me and Tomoki.
Huh?
And what's your deal anyway? You made Tomoki celebrate your birthday yesterday too, didn't you? Monopolizing my boyfriend on a special day like Christmas Eve.
That's a ridiculous accusation. Who was the one who cheated on that special day in the first place?
That's because you were there, so Tomoki wouldn't listen. Tomoki is kind. If I talk to him and apologize properly, I'm sure he'll forgive me so...
I'm not one to talk, but you don't get to say that after cheating, do you? You had such a kind and sincere boyfriend, so I completely fail to understand why you tried to have a fling with me. Thanks to that, I ended up hurting such a wonderful person. I resent you for that.
No, Tomoki is kind. I thought we would be together in the future. I just thought it would be okay to have a little fun before marriage, that's all.
I see. So you were playing me too. Everyone spends and enjoys seasonal events differently. Some prioritize work. Some decide to spend it with family every year. Everyone spends it according to their own life. You should stop forcing your values of how Christmas should be onto others.
I agree with you this time. I won't let anyone say celebrating a friend's birthday on Christmas is wrong. Don't deny the choice Tomoki made to celebrate me. Apparently, Kaoko ran away after being threatened by two handsome men. So that's what happened. Thanks for chasing her away, you two.
No problem. It was partly my fault anyway. Sis, did you have fun?
Yes, he was a very sincere and kind person. Just like you said, Kyosuke, I had fun.
Standing side by side, they really are a beautiful brother and sister duo. Hey, Tomoki. What is it, Atsushi? Take my sister. She's guaranteed to grow up into a great woman. Right. Are you trying to make me a criminal? Note, Atsushi Masukawa was raised by a single father until 15. His father remarried. He has a much younger half-sister who turns 12 this year. I'll keep her entertained until she's an adult. That's not the problem.
Akkun is just jealous that Tomoki and I might become brothers-in-law.
Hey, shut your mouth. But brothers-in-law? No, we just met today. Feeling embarrassed, I glanced at Shiho, and she gave me a soft smile. What is that look on your face? Just as I was thinking what an incredible pair of siblings they were, Akkun's expression went blank. Sorry, Tomoki. Something came up, so I'm heading home first. Also, take this. She's been waiting for you forever, so you should go to a second place together. Akkun pressed something into my hand and turned on his heel. Did he come just to give me this? Akkun, see you at work tomorrow. Merry Christmas. Yeah, Merry Chris. Have a good night. He spoke in his usual light tone and walked away, waving without looking back.
He has to come back if I wait here.
Maybe her hands were numb from the cold, but she was fumbling, trying to put the key in the hole. She thought it was her house, but it wasn't. This is.
I knew we'd live together soon, so I'm glad I made a spare key.
Right. It's not her house, it's mine. She probably slipped past the auto lock when another resident entered.
Huh? That's weird. The key won't go in. That can't be.
She ordered a copy from a locksmith, so it should work, but no matter how much she checked, the key wouldn't fit. What are you doing here?
Why are you here again?
Surprisingly, Atsushi Masukawa was the one standing there, flustered by his unexpected arrival. She accidentally dropped the spare key she was holding. Is that a spare key? Then go ahead and enter. Don't just stand there, open it.
That's what I intend to do right now.
Kaoko mumbled and tried to use the key again in a panic, but... it won't open. Stop rattling it. You'll break the door. Akkun spoke calmly, as if he knew it wouldn't open. Kaoko glared back at him with unusually rebellious eyes.
What is your problem? Leave me alone. I just want to talk to Tomoki properly again. Don't get in my way.
She yelled emotionally with tears in her eyes. I know this side of her well. She was always a woman who got emotional easily. Shh, you're annoying the neighbors. Know your place.
Huh?
He put a finger to his lips and looked down at her with cold eyes. Just so you know, I don't care about you. I'm doing this for Tomoki. Don't misunderstand. And that key, you made it yourself without asking, didn't you? Yes, I never gave her a spare key. We never talked about living together, let alone marriage. You said you wanted to play around before marriage, but did Tomoki ever mention marriage?
Today is our 1-year anniversary. So a proposal wouldn't be strange.
You have quite the imagination. You're just assuming that on your own. Because it's Christmas, because it's an anniversary, you expect him to do something special. People like you make me sick. You expect everything from your partner, but don't do anything yourself.
But Tomoki was always kind. He forgave everything.
Yeah, Tomoki is a kind guy, a cool guy who can cry for a friend. That's why I will thoroughly eliminate anyone who hurts him and makes him cry.
Wait, come to think of it, how did he know I came here?
When that question crossed her mind, she suddenly shivered. She ran away with a look on her face, as if she had seen a ghost. Hey, Tomoki, why are you crying? A memory that remains in Akkun's heart, the morning after his dog died in high school. I'll cry for you, because we're friends. Cry and cry, carve into your heart that she was important. And then, let's laugh and live together, Akkun. It was my 17th birthday. I didn't care about that. I just cried for Akkun's heart. I'm pretty twisted too, but I'll do anything to protect Tomoki. Displayed on his smartphone was the footage from the security camera at the entrance of this apartment. Yes, this apartment is owned by his father. As his son, his wishes are respected to some extent. After chasing Kaoko away from the shop, he predicted she would come here and check the footage. Whether she made a spare key was a gamble, but I was right to ask for the lock change. Around that time, as for me and the Fiuno siblings.
By the way, Tomoki, what did Akkun give you earlier?
Oh, this? It's a new key. Akkun told me yesterday he was going to change the lock on my room. Crime prevention, he said. It's dangerous lately. He covered the cost, and the work was finished during the day on the 25th. The building I live in is owned by Akkun's father. I exchanged those messages with Akkun on Christmas Eve. Trusting him, I accepted without suspicion.
Akkun really is a man you can't let your guard down around.
Well, as for what happened to Kaoko Usoyama after that.
This wasn't supposed to happen. I needed Tomoki.
She screamed emotionally in her room, punching her pillow. She always had intense mood swings, and I was told it was due to hormonal balance from PMS. Thinking it was just how female bodies work, I always stayed close and kind to her. But cheating was not something I could forgive, and...
I hate it. I hate everything. I want to disappear, Tomoki.
Her premenstrual instability seemed to worsen after I left. She became unable to go to work during her period and started taking days off. She didn't feel like going to the hospital to improve it. Gradually, her reputation at the company suffered, and she was eventually fired for continued unexcused absences. She continues to spend her days looking back on those times, her heart unable to dance, even for events she used to call special.
Tomoki, I'm always sorry.
No, you don't have to apologize. I want to study and support you regarding how your body works. I rubbed her back many times, even when she lashed out, and I forgave her. I heard later that when we met at the movie theater, it was also a time when she was emotionally unstable and prone to tears. But I, who continued to support her, am no longer there. I just hope someone appears who can support her in the future. Now, as for us since then, Shiho.
Tomoki, sorry to keep you waiting. Did you wait long?
No, I just got here. Christmas passed, the snow melted, and it became April. On this warm spring day, I met Shiho for the first time in a while. By the way, Shiho and I have been slowly getting to know each other since then, building our relationship.
I'm sorry. Even though it was your birthday in February, I was too busy with work to see you.
Shiho is involved in accounting for large corporations as a CPA. January to March is their busiest season. I know you were working hard, Shiho, and you gave me a celebratory call, didn't you? When I smiled and said that, Shiho looked relieved and smiled softly.
Right. Thank you. You've always been that kind of person, Tomoki.
Besides, on my birthday, Akkun and Kyosuke came to my house to celebrate. I was surprised to find Akkun already in my room when I woke up. He said it was a surprise. When Kyosuke arrived later, they started arguing about something.
I can imagine. You're so popular, Tomoki. But I'm a little jealous that Masakawa has a spare key.
Huh? A spare key? I didn't give him one.
But you just said Akkun was already there when you woke up.
Come to think of it, how did he get in?
Let's think about that later.
Agreed. We decided to stop thinking. We plan to confirm this with Akkun immediately after this.
So, can I throw a very late birthday party just for the two of us today? The present is me. Just kidding.
Christmas, birthdays, there are many special events in a year. It's good to cherish those days, but there are no rules saying you must do this or that. Because if you live every day earnestly, a special yet ordinary day will suddenly arrive. I received a confession from Shiho after this, making this day more important than Christmas.
Hello, Brittany here. Oof, that woman drives me crazy. Taking advantage of somebody's kindness like that is just the worst, especially when they would have treated you like amazing for the rest of your life. Anyways, I hope you all enjoyed this episode, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye!